I think the story of my life is that I really didn't have a present father growing up. I grew up in a family of addicts, and so my father was an alcoholic. It was largely not present. When he was around, it was very abusive, and there was no real relationship there. And so I think as a child, I learned how mostly to avoid my father because if I said too much or I made too much of a fuss, I probably was going to get beat. And so it was easier to just get straight A's and read my books and volunteer and work. And I started working at 13. I had 4 jobs and just kind of was out of the house. Went to every single youth group in town because they all operated on different days of the week and went to Bible studies and found safe places in other people's homes. However, I think that moment that I experienced with God as Father, it kind of broke through those ideas of what I thought a father was. And, the persistent experience of God in my life is that He has been my Father. And I know different people experience God in different ways, but the reality is God is not just a father, but He's a good father. The kind of father that scoops in and holds you when you're broken, and the kind of father that redeems even the pain. And so I've learned over the years that the way that he redeems the things that the enemy had planned for our lives, while it might not have been the original plan, for me, it's been a much better plan. And that's hard for me to say because, of course, I would love to have Gideon in our home. I would love for him to be a part of our day to day family. But I also know that had I not surrendered that pain and had I not allowed the Lord into that dark place, I wouldn't have been able to do the work that I continue to do to this day and advocate for the orphan child all over the globe.